All right, guys, welcome back to Best Odd Daily Football Prediction, where we'll give you accuracy and transparency. We talk about football, we talk about investment, we talk about transparency. All right. Let's quickly look into what happened yesterday in our prediction. It wasn't really encouraging, guys. It was not really encouraging. I mean, like play. Chelsea disappointed us in what played out yesterday. All right, even in the selection of our best odd of the day. All right. I never expected what happened. My instinct even told me that I shouldn't have I should not add Chelsea in that. Instead of adding Chelsea, I should add Galatasaray. Do you understand? But I was not able to listen to my instinct in adding Galatasaray instead of Chelsea. Do you understand? Because Chelsea disappointed. I mean, what they were playing yesterday was, I mean, they don't have strikers in short. Chelsea do not have strikers. All right. Chelsea do not have attackers. I mean, Chelsea was very, very reluctant in yesterday game. I wasn't expecting because I was holding a very high estimate to Chelsea to win that game that yesterday. Even they even first scored, they missed the second chance in the first half because it would have been it would have been second goal in the first half, but they missed the chances. Not just only that, we are talking about Villarreal, we are talking about Barcelona, who disappointed us also because we lost about four games in the first prediction in our complete prediction of eight, which we predicted yesterday, including our best odd. Chelsea made us to lost our best odd. All right. So it was really very, very disappointing. So I didn't even expect it. I mean, like I didn't even expect it. From every analysis, every angle, I was expecting Chelsea to win. Chelsea disappointed me. I'm sorry for all my Chelsea fans who are right here. I'm sorry about that, but it was really a very big blow to us. But nevertheless, we move. Let's quickly. I have to sleep like usually that I will be giving out today. But before we do that today, I would like us to read out a little bit of the headlines and what is happening uh, into football clubs and matches. All right, so let's quickly jump into the headlines before we jump into today's prediction that will be playing out on the 7th of November 2025. According to the headlines here, Bayern will send Scott to observe Reed to assess whether to contact Feyenoord. So they have interest in Reed, so in Scott, I mean. So let's quickly go to the next one. After injuring his nose, Flick didn't want Eric Garcia to return hastily. All right, so automatically he's still having feelings about his injury. That means he should have more time to meditate over his injury. Every game for us is like a final. Man U, I mean, for top level, says Ahmad. All right. Anyway, you have been proving that though. So Liverpool may appoint Soboslai captain if Van Dijk leaves next season. So automatically they have not reached an agreement. What brings all those this if he will leave? Not really sure. That means they have not signed a new contract. Messi lined up for shock transfer despite signing huge new Inter Miami contract. So automatically Messi is aiming to leave Inter Miami according to what we have right here. All right. Uh, Kian urges Everton to string together 90 minutes performance. All right, that is uh, that is what we have for there. Bayern Munich ready to take drastic action to stop Hurricane transfer exit. So they wanted to increase his money. Football is good, man. Real Madrid's key decision that improved Curtis. So automatically they have made a little bit changes that made them to improve this period. Jumad praises maturity of young stars as Leverkusen win away at Benfica. All right, the ball was really, really. I mean, I didn't expect what happened yesterday. Former Liverpool star faces jail sentence after refusing to pay child support. All right, let's just quickly look into that a little bit and see what is going on there. Let's see what's going on there. Dior 44 has allegedly failed to pay his ex-wife £14,000 in maintenance costs, but is said to have the fund to do so. Following his divorce from Valeria Bishop in 2023, Dior was ordered to pay £670 a month in child support for their daughter, Kayla, 17 years, plus medical bills and school fees. However, the 45-year-old has been accused of failing to pay the monthly sum since March last year. All right, meaning he owes in the region of £14,000, according to the Sun. The retired footballer failed to appear at a court hearing in Senegal capital, Dakar, on Tuesday. On Tuesday, street law in Senegal outlined that a refusal to contribute to child maintenance can result in a prison sentence. I hope result to prison sentence for Diop because he is a legend. All right. That is what we have for there. So let's quickly look into the matches. What we have next in our list right here. Okay, let's quickly go to there and check what we have, the matches, what we have next right here. Before our predictions. All right, matches that we're playing today, according to what we have right here, is Nice versus Freiburg. And the next is Red Star versus Lille. Dynamo Zagreb versus Celta. Midtjylland versus Celtic FC. Malmo versus Panathinaikos. Storm Graz versus Nottingham Forest. Utrecht versus Porto. Salzburg versus DVV Go Ahead. Basel versus Football Club FCSB. Aston Villa versus Maccabi Tel Aviv. Victoria Pleasant versus Fenerbahce. Ferencvaros TC versus Ludogorets. Stuttgart versus Feyenoord. Bologna versus Brann. Betis versus Lyon. Braga versus Genk. Glasgow versus Glasgow Rangers versus Roma. And the last but not the least, POC versus BSC Young Boys. This is what we'll be playing at today in Under 17 World Cup that we'll be playing today, being 6th of November 2025. All right. So in this case, let's quickly jump into the prediction, what we have for you that will be playing out on the 7th of November 2025, according to what we have here, what we expect to win, the club that we expect to win the match. Don't forget, you know how we do it. First of all, we list the winning teams, and also beside it in the bracket, we'll tell you where you can find all these clubs in order to bet accurately. All right. So let's quickly go straight away according to our analysis and what we have right here. Please, if you want the best among these, quickly slide into our YouTube channel. Today's prediction is going to be hot. It's 98% I'm giving to it. All right. It's 98% I'm giving to today's odd. All right. Now, the first on my list right here is 20. We expect 20 to win their game that we're playing out on the 7th of November. And where you can find this is Netherlands Eredivisie. The next on my list right here is ML Vitebsk. We expect them to win the game that we're playing out on the 7th of November 2025. And where you can find this in order to bet accurately is Belarus Premier League. The next on my list right here is Bolivia. We expect Bolivia to win the game that we're playing out on the 7th of November 2025. And where you can find this is Bolivia Primera Division. The next on my list right here is Municipal. We expect them to win the game that we're playing out on the 7th of November. And where you can find this is Guatemala Liga Nacional. The next on my list here is Maccabi P. We expect them to win the game that we're playing out on the 7th of November 2025. And where you can find this in order to bet accurately is Israel Liga Leumit. The next on my list right here is Den Haag. We expect them to win on the 7th of November 2025. And where you can find this is Netherlands Eredivisie. The next on my list right here is LAN. And we expect them to win the game that we're playing out on the 7th of November 2025. All right. And where you can find this in order to bet accurately is Northern Ireland Premiership. The next on my list right here is AL Hilal. We expect them to win on the 7th of November 2025. And where you can find this in order to bet accurately is Saudi Arabian Pro League. The next on my list right here is Hammarby W. We expect them to win their game that we're playing out on the 7th of November 2025. And where you can find this in order to bet accurately is Sweden Damalvenskan. So the next, which is the last but not the least, which we expect that we're playing out on the 7th of November, we also expect them to win, is TNLs. We expect them to win. And where you can find these in order to bet accurately is Wales Premier League. All right. If you want the best among all these, please quickly slide into my YouTube channel and there I'll be posting all. But what I doubt a little bit is LAN, Northern Ireland Premiership, and Den Haag. So the rest is very, very okay. The two clubs what I'm doubting is Den Haag and the LAN. Den Haag, you can find them is in Northern Ireland Eredivisie, and the LAN, you can find them in Northern Ireland Premiership. These are two clubs that I doubt a little bit, not that much. But the rest, I strongly believe with 96 to 95% assurance that they are going to win. Now, if you want the best among these, quickly slide into my YouTube channel because I'll be dropping 6 odd from this total 10. All right. This is what I have for you today. I still remember myself, Holland Dove. And I will see you in my next video.